What the heck, and welcome back to another video, guys. My name is Jordan, this is my friend Hunter, and we are on our way down to Byron Bay because I just got the new GoPro Hero 9. I know this video is a few weeks later than probably every other review video, but we're gonna go review it today, and yeah, we're down here at Byron, so no better place to do it. Let's get into the video. An honest review of the new GoPro Hero 9 with Jorden in the beautiful Byron Bay. Okay, after about an hour of trying to find a park, we finally made it to the beach here in Byron Bay. Byron Bay, I don't know, everyone loves it, but I gotta say, it's gotta be one of the most overrated places on the east coast of Australia. The beaches are beautiful, but the amount of traffic and tourism is insane. The GoPro Hero 9 was released 3 weeks ago, but because I'm not sponsored by GoPro, I didn't get shipped one before the release date, which means I had to buy this with my own money. So, although this review is coming out a couple weeks later, it might be beneficial due to the fact that I'm probably one of the only GoPro creators that uses a GoPro on a daily basis that's not sponsored by them, which means I can tell you all the pros, all the cons, should you upgrade, should you not upgrade, what I love, what I don't love, and I'll review it on my GoPro Hero 7, which is the camera that I used for the past 2 years. I decided to skip the GoPro Hero 8 last year because I thought, meh, it can't be that much better. And I've decided to go for the GoPro Hero 9 mainly because I wanted to see what this screen's all about. So let's get into it. The main question we're gonna ask ourselves today, is it actually worth an upgrade? Is it worth getting? Or can you get a cheaper model for less that's just as good? We'll see. For complete transparency, this cost me $490 to buy. $560 Australian, not $490, you dumb Jordan. $560. The one catch is they make you sign up to this subscription-based service, which means that if your GoPro breaks, you get a new one for free, no questions asked, but they're gonna charge you $70 every single year until you cancel it. So as soon as you sign up, make sure you cancel that thing because we don't want you getting unnecessary charges 1 year from now. The subscription could be beneficial if you break a lot of GoPros, but for me, heck no. I canceled that thing straight away. Alright, so now we're gonna test the audio of the GoPro here at the beach. This is what the 9 sounds like when I'm at the beach with the wind and the waves, and it's pretty loud. And this is what the 7 sounds like with the exact same conditions in the exact same time. So I know they did a massive upgrade on the GoPros when they went from the 7 to the 8, so I'll probably be pretty impressed by this audio, but if you have an 8, it may not be that different. So I'm editing it right now, and the audio is actually not as good as I thought it would be for the 9. The 7 and the 9 audio seems pretty similar. Now comparing the stability between the 7 and the 9 actually has a really solid horizon as it is quite locked, where the 7, it is a little bit jumpy, but it's not really that big of a deal. And I was actually surprised by the 9 underwater. It was quite green compared to the 7, which actually got those blues quite well. So yeah. Lastly, check out these time warps from the GoPro Hero 9 compared to the 7. I personally can't tell much of a difference apart from maybe the 9's a little bit crisper. There's really not that much difference, and remember, this model is 2 years old. It's currently the next day, and guess what happened yesterday which made me stop filming completely? My GoPro Hero 7 broke halfway through my comparison video. How can I do a comparison video if I don't have the camera to compare it to? If only you had the subscription model, Jordan. It didn't get water damaged, it didn't get broken or dropped or anything, it just simply stopped working. After traveling to over 30 countries in over 2 years with this little adventure buddy GoPro, it is time to say goodbye. No! Time to say goodbye. I can't do it. I can never actually throw it out. I'm way too sentimental for that, but it is sad nonetheless. So although we can't compare old GoPro to new GoPro anymore because I only have the new one, which is on my bag right there. So I've come back down to the beach because this is a location that has really harsh sun and a lot of wind and a lot of sound from the coast. So the whole time I'm gonna be down here, I'm gonna be using this GoPro audio, and I'll be quite impressed if it holds up. With the sun behind me, it means that I'm currently backlit, which has always been a struggle for GoPro in regards to photo and video. So right now, you know, hopefully you can see me pretty good, but let's go test out if the backlit photos are good enough to edit, or they're just gonna come out really grainy. This is what they look like unedited. I wish I had my 7 to compare, but yeah, this is what they look like. So the GoPro also has this feature called horizon leveling, and apparently it says that the horizon stays solid in the middle no matter how much you jiggle your selfie stick or the camera around. So let's check that out right now. All right. I'm literally swaying the GoPro. Da 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 da. There's no way that worked. To show you how much I'm actually wobbling the camera in this horizon leveling test, check this out. But otherwise, if I'm just running and I'm running pretty loosely like this, whoa! I don't have a skateboard right now, but a practical way you could actually do this is like if you were skating and you wanted a smooth shot, and you're probably going back to front, sideways to sideways like this. Pretty wild swing, but it actually does a pretty decent job. I've actually increased this battery by 30%. That has a lot to do with the fact that the camera is a lot bigger now because it's fitting a 30% more battery, and that means that the old batteries that used to work on the 87654, all of those are now redundant. They cannot be used with the new 9. So although that is a little bit of a bummer, I've been filming with this camera for the last 2 days and I've still got 35% battery on my camera. If you know anything about GoPro, you know GoPro batteries suck. You have to carry like 6 or 7 of them. You forget which ones you're charging and they all end up running out of battery within 20 minutes. I've been filming on this one for a few hours over the past couple days and we're still on 34%. So that's actually pretty impressive, and I know they increased the size of the camera, but it is a good trade-off in my opinion because although the camera is bigger, that means the battery is larger. And you know what they always say, the bigger? Oh, I broke my friggin' selfie stick. Oh shoot. And you know what they always say, the bigger, the better. I'm not overcompensating for anything, I swear. Okay, let's talk about the main reason why you watched me run around on the beach like a fool for the past 6 minutes. Should you buy or should you upgrade to the GoPro Hero 9? Let's cut to the chase. The best thing about this camera is the screen. Whenever GoPro release a new camera, they always sugarcoat a bunch of things to make the features look wow and amazing, when in reality, you're never gonna use them. One of these is 5K footage. There are a few people out there that are gonna use 5K footage, but for 90% of you, it's not gonna be a thing. It's not gonna be a thing for me, it's not gonna be a thing for anyone unless you're editing. So 5K footage, we don't care. They also advertised a bigger sensor with 20 megapixel photos. Again, it doesn't matter for the most of you. It's good for me because I use it for my job, but for the most of you, it doesn't matter. Third was the larger battery, which is absolutely great. Great investment. It does hurt a little bit because you have to buy the batteries again, but I think it is definitely worth it. The front display is the best thing they've ever done. This is awesome. I'll use this the most. This is the main reason I got the camera. But is it a crucial thing for the everyday person? Probably not. They advertise the hyper smooth, which who really cares, like it's already smooth enough. They advertise another feature called hindsight, which means that if you haven't clicked record but something cool happens, you can click record and it will capture 30 seconds prior, so you can sort of like capture the past as long as it's 30 seconds or less, which again, it's like a feature I'm not gonna use, but they advertise it like it's the best thing, but yeah, whatever. Advertised Time Warp 3.0, which as you saw from my footage, the 7 did a great job at doing that time warp, so whatever, I don't know. And one more thing that they have done is that you can actually buy a detachable lens for this camera to make it even wider. It's called the Mod Ready lens and it costs $99. So they kind of upsell you with that, and again, for the average user, it's not going to be needed. It might be interesting for me, but I'm really reluctant to give that extra $100 over just for a little bit wider. In the end, I'll probably cave, but yes, you probably don't need that at all. My main issue with all the GoPros I've ever had is that they're glitchy as heck. They take forever to turn off, turn on, so I hope this one isn't as glitchy, we'll see, but right now the touch is actually quite slow compared to the 7 and the 8, which is kind of strange, so yeah. So after all that blabbering on, my final verdict on this camera is, for someone like me, it is a worthy investment. When I mean someone like me, it's like if you use it on the daily and you sort of do it for a job, or you're always using this camera, yes, it's good, it's just worth it for the screen and the extra battery life, to be honest. All the other frills, whatever, it doesn't matter too much. Maybe the stabilization is good, but mainly those are the two reasons you need to upgrade, because they are definitely beneficial. But if you are using a GoPro only a couple times a year for your holiday, or maybe just once a month or so, I would say you don't need to upgrade from the 7. Not even the 8, the 7. If you don't have a GoPro, you can go find a 7 online for like $200 or less these days, because everyone's selling them for the 9s. I'm actually gonna go buy a 7 right now because mine broke and I really want a backup GoPro. So overall, the 9 is a great camera, but the 7 was a great camera. And I'm sure the 8 was a great camera as well. So it's a tough call. So yeah, overall, you've got to make the decision if you want the screen or not. I love the screen because I'm doing selfies constantly. So the final word is, if you use it a lot, grab the 9, but if you're only using it casually, a 7 or an 8 you can get on eBay or Facebook Marketplace, I'm sure, for a lot cheaper because everyone's upgrading. So go snag that bargain, and hopefully this video was some sort of help. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys tuning in. Give it a big thumbs up if you want more videos from me, and I will try and get back to a normal posting schedule soon. What the heck? Goodbye.